What happened to critique, critique? All right. Okay. We're set. We're set. And welcome to D&D, everyone. Thanks for joining. To start, I am Heather. I am the DM for this game. We are going through the Tales of the Yawning Portal, starting with the Sunless Citadel. I will signify in order. Please introduce yourself. Top is Eric. We'll get into characters in a minute. So, next one down. The guy with the coffee mug. Sorry, Ray. Guy with the coffee mug. Excellent. Awesome, awesome. And the next one down, who was previously introduced as Ray. And last but not least, excellent, excellent. Thank you for coming in, guys. We are going to get going. All right. It's coming. Yeah, where were you? All right. Oh, we may have lost Eric momentarily, but I will start us off. You find yourselves in a very busy tavern. Eric, are you back? That's okay, just checking. All right. So you all find yourselves sharing a table in a busy tavern. There is a bard over by the fireplace. There's there seems to be a lot of different uh, folk around, and there's this giant well in the middle of the room. Can everyone see? Excellent. You smell a lot of stews and ales and um, a lot of different like baked breads just wafting through the entire place. It's rather busy. This was the only table that seemed to have any seats available, so you sat together. Please go ahead and describe your characters one at a time and with your physical attributes. Let's start with Ray. Let's go around the table. T, you're next. And Steve. Excellent. And Eric. All right. Excellent. As you're all, yes, the bard is playing music, getting the crowd around the fireplace. Uh, Not really amped up, but more just kind of jolly, enjoying their food, enjoying their drink, paying attention. It's not quite late enough in the evening for them to get too rowdy. As you are sitting there, can someone please give me a perception check? Whoever. Excellent. All right. You notice that there is an orc right over here sitting with two beautiful ladies. They seem to be, one seems to be a bit younger than the other, and they're having a good time. And he seems to be getting a little rough, drinking a lot, just as a note. And as you're sitting there, the waitress comes over and says, "Good day to you. Would you be liking anything?" She, "Oh, yeah, yeah, we have a little of that. And some ale. Okay. Anyone else? Would you like some food? We have a great stew." Some stew and water. And I'm so sorry. What were you saying, furry fellow? Ale and stew. Okay, excellent. What about you, young sir? All right, I'll be right back with that, and that's going to be 15 copper. I can make change. Or would you like to be separate? Oh, my, that's very generous. Would you like change? Okay, all right. Yes, of course, I'll be back. And she hustles away. As you're sitting there, you notice the orc getting a little bit more boisterous, a little bit louder. Seems to be telling a story, trying to impress everyone around, including the folks at another table. And she comes back. All right. As you say that, she comes back with all the food and drinks. She says, "Here you go, and here, sir." And she goes around and gives you 5 copper and 8 silver, 7 silver pieces. Oh, oh, thank you. That's very kind. Thank you. Please flag me over if you need anything else. And my name is Riley. She kind of goes back around. That would be 8. Yeah. At this, you see the orc going over to the table and getting very loud with this gentleman, looking like he might hit him. And a blow ensues. And a blow ensues. The elf man whips his head over to the side as he got hit. Blood flies out of his nose because he got hit hard. He whips back and throws a punch at the orc man. Uh, these guys down here seem to take note and they start standing up and moving forward over there. Okay. They're going to comply. They are not sure that they want to get in the middle of this. And they're gonna. Yes, it is. No, it is a raised wall about 4 feet high. Yep. Alright. uh, there, no, there, there are no officials. This gentleman goes forward. The orc throws a punch at him, and he goes down. He flies backwards and is down on the ground. He seems to be out. Everybody over here is mostly paying attention to the bard. They're moving a little bit closer, trying to stay out of it a little bit. And this gal moves over here so that she's not in it. As that happens, this guy moves forward in an attempt to get the orc to stop from throwing another blow. The orc lands one more blow on this elf man. More blood starts pouring down from his nose. The orc then turns his attention to this guy, who gets taken up by his neck and thrown down. This guy has started to take out a dagger. But this one is just throwing blows.
Starting to pull the dagger, like, it ain't got that far yet there, friend.
Alright. And if you are going to pull a dagger, I would like everyone to roll initiative, please. To do that, select your character token. And on your character sheet, you click on the word initiative.
I froze. Or she's very still. Oh, she's back.
I'm back. Okay, please roll initiative. In order to do that, you click on your token on the screen, and then you can click on the word initiative on your character sheet.
Top middle.
There you go.
Wait, I definitely highlighted my token. WTF. I'll adjust it to 4.
All right.
Roxanne wants to go pet the puppy over here.
You're staying out of it?
No, he just noticed. This is just an internal dialogue. He noticed the puppy.
Okay. You are up first, so you can move, you can do an action, and a bonus action.
Who are you talking to?
You?
Roxanne.
We're going to defer that to somebody else.
Okay, so you're going to stay where you're at for this round, not move, correct?
Yep, because I need to watch somebody else to know how to do this.
Okay. Warden.
The one who pulled the dagger, I want to do a bonus action telekinetic push. As he's taking a step, if I can, time that, and just catch the foot with that invisible hand. Make it fall on his face.
Okay. Go ahead and throw that in the chat just so that I can read exactly what it says. And to do that, you just click on it. Click on the words, it should be. Or
That's
the little
thing that
chat
didn't update
bubble.
on my character sheet.
Okay. Give me a d20
Yeah,
roll in
it
that
didn't
case.
update.
Okay, give me a d20 roll. Okay. You're able to make him take a step backwards. Not what you were intending, but he went a little bit further into the booth because he's standing on, like, the seat, is what's happening. Okay. Would you like to do anything else? Would you like to move forward? Anything that way?
I will move forward. And I'll put myself just kind of in position to step in a little more if I need to. Next, kind of hold action until he starts an attack.
Okay, excellent. Morijin, what are you going to do?
Maury's excited at the prospect of testing himself against the strength of others, just in about every situation. But this is a drunken stupor and shameful. Shame. So he will move to hit here. I'm sorry, that was supposed to be a diagonal. Oh, I can't go down to this one? I can't.
Yeah.
And he would like to tap the orc on the back of his shoulder and tell him to restrain himself. You are acting shamefully.
The orc goes, "Huh!" No!
And I look up, because
And
I'm
he
not necessarily
slaps
tall.
you. He slaps you.
There's no way. I have Kung Fu. If I'm allowed a standard action, I will take a
Does a 4 hit?
unarmed attack then. A 4 would not hit, as my Kung Fu
Okay.
is strong.
He's had
But
a lot
anyone's
to
Kung Fu is
drink,
strong.
so he goes like
Actually,
way above your head.
Instead of actually making an unarmed attack, I would like to change that to a grapple, using my
Okay.
athletics in order to grapple.
Okay.
To hold him in place, assuming there's going to be a dog pile shortly.
Okay.
The grapple is a athletics, and he gets to choose, of course, his. I am not the worst at athletics, but I'm a bad roller. He is slick and drunk.
He got an 8.
That is enough. I am unable to grapple him then.
Okay.
I have no bonus actions I would like to partake of. My turn is over.
All right. Essus. Essus? Essus.
Essos will turn and look at the two young ladies and ask them if the orc is a friend of theirs or if he was just being a braggart.
They look at him and they're like, we want nothing to do with that. This is not what we want to. We don't want to get in the middle of that. He's not coming home with us. And they move to leave.
Essos will then pull up the stool and continue to watch.
All right.
This is moderately entertaining in a human village.
This orc is then going to attempt to take a knee and kind of roundhouse kick Morijin. And gets a 4 to hit.
Ah, I see you're from the same school of Kung Fu I'm from. That's a bad roll, and you miss.
He stumbles a little bit, but goes,
Letting you know that we cannot currently see your rolls, but maybe that's on purpose.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Araxian, would you like to do anything?
Yes, he would like to stand up because he noticed his table mates were engaging, and he moves closer to... How far can I go?
Standard movement is 30.
There?
Right,
Yeah.
6 squares.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you're fine there.
Okay. And then from there, in order to... Let's see here, I'm sorry, 1 second. To distract the orc, he is going to do a... that's a fun word. Transmutation cantrip is what it is, but I don't know. It starts with a P.
Let me look.
Predestation?
Prestidigitation. It's a mouthful.
Yeah, that word. Yeah. He just wants to briefly distract him by creating an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect with the shower of sparks to draw his attention so that Mori Jin can lay it on him.
So kind of some like sparkler action near his eyes.
Yep, basically.
Okay. Ooh.
I immediately become distracted.
Does Mori Jin become distracted as well?
He does not. He is super
Okay.
focused.
Is he?
He would be.
Okay.
Discipline is his
Oh, okay.
shtick.
I'm just checking. All right. Excellent. Warden, you are up.
All right. So at this point, we only have one aggressor, really?
Correct. In this moment, the other guy has been knocked back. He hasn't gotten up yet.
All right, let's... try a spell. For the one who hasn't gotten up yet, he still appears to be conscious, correct?
Right. He's a little out of it, but conscious. He's coming to.
Now, he is the... Okay, but he is the one that had pulled the dagger, though, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, fine. I'm going to command him to let's go with flee. Manward flee.
Okay, is there a check to do on that?
Casting at level 1 and
Wisdom save. Okay.
If you're unsure what your DC is, it's on your spell page at the top.
DC 13.
Okay, he got a 16. So he is starting to come to. You can see the rage just starting to fill his eyes, and he is refocusing on the orc. Anything else
Wait,
you would
what?
like to do? He's refocusing on the orc. Like, he's He's back
He-
in the booth.
He is the orc. Oh, that guy.
This guy.
Are there...
I misunderstood.
So, to set the scene. So as he basically fell back, and he fell back from the table that he was at, basically.
Yeah,
Like
he was
the booth
standing
where he
like
was at
on
booth.
he was standing on the bench, trying to get about eye level with the orc. The orc is quite tall, but he got kind of thrown back by your previous attack.
So, is there anything still on the bar right now? Like a big mug or something, or a pitcher?
What bar? There's this table
Or
here.
where he was standing.
Oh,
the
yeah,
table.
there's a plate of food, there's a few pitchers of ale. These two that are at the table with him are just kind of trying to stay out of it. They're not really moving to move forward.
Okay. We're going to double down on this. And I'm going to telekinesis one of those pitchers of ale and try to aim it where it hits him in the face as he's starting to set up straight like a Home Alone movie.
Okay. So we can share that. Are you trying to cast another spell?
Right, it's the bonus action, the telekinesis, the telekinetic.
Okay. Oh.
It's just a push.
Okay.
Okay. On the ale.
Okay.
So it may be a little tricky because there's some aiming there with that.
Okay. Give me an intelligence throw for that since you don't have it in the setup in there. Okay. You're able to dump.
-1.
Yeah. You're able to dump a mug of ale into his lap. He doesn't know where it came from because his blind rage is really at the orc. Do you want to move?
I think I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay. Morgan, it is your turn.
Observing.
I will attempt to grapple him again as a standard action, using my athletics against his acrobatics or athletics, his choice.
Alrighty.
Here's my roll. Not animal handling, athletics. Better, closer, warmer.
You succeed. He is grappled.
That's it. Excellent. I would like to use my move to spin and try to place him here to this position here.
Okay.
So just move him like one diagonal and a second diagonal using my move action to affect the spin and separate him from the would-be stabby guy.
Okay. Sounds good.
And I will be like, calm yourself or you will be calmed by others.
All right. And Essis, it is your turn unless Morgan wants to do anything else.
No, okay. That is all.
Excellent.
My bonus action is to be indignant.
Okay.
I will look at the guy that is now angrily pulling a knife, kind of slide my short sword out of the sheath a little bit and say weapons aren't needed right now. So, intimidation?
All right. Go for it.
Maybe I'm not so intimidating.
You don't seem to be intimidating enough to move forward with that. So he just kind of gives you a dirty look and um, ignores you. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
In what race did you say the person with the knife is? Is that the elf or a human?
He's an elf.
I just shrug my shoulders.
Okay. All right. The orc is going to try and hit Morihjin with an unarmed strike, getting a 19 to hit.
Well, that defeats most armor classes possible at first level.
He just gets your shoulder, but he does do 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
I will account for 2 points
All right. And
of
this elf
bludgeoning.
man stands up and moves right here. And he looks at you, Morihjin, and he says, I can take him outside, or I can let you handle him.
This is the guy with the bloody face?
Bloody face. Bloody face elf that had pulled his dagger. He's got it down by his side. He's not aggressing towards you. He's
Fine.
giving you an
Then
option.
he goes, he has insulted you, Your Honor, first. You may take him outside if you wish, or I shall, because he has also struck me.
He says, I better get back to my friends, but I just don't want to see him again. And he goes and he sits
Then
down,
we will go.
puts away his dagger. Roxanne, would you like to do anything?
He, seeing Morihjin get hit, and lost somebody. Seeing Morihjin gets hit, in an attempt to de-escalate the orc and convince him to listen to us, he is going to do another predestation by enveloping himself in a legging and to intimidate the orc to comply with Morihjin's demands. And what do I do? That.
You would give me a intimidation check.
Do you just click on the word?
Yep.
You do.
Okay. Normal row? Okay.
Yep. Excellent. Yep. He starts to calm a bit.
Just a bit.
Just a little. He was really, really drunk. He doesn't look like he's probably gonna hit you or Morihjin at this point.
Smart.
Alright. Warden, would you like to do anything?
People's elbow.
At this point, it seems fairly under control if he's taking him out. It seems like he's got a handle on the situation, though.
Seems to be. What do you think, Morihjin? You think you got it? I mean, this is a big dude!
Alright. I'm gonna help the the smaller man out, even though it looks like he's got it fairly under control.
Okay. If you two want to escort him out, you can.
Where's the exit? Wait a minute. Let me look around.
It's down
Of course it's
here.
there.
You can push through people. It'll be fine.
A little closer to the edge, maybe a Sparta kick into the well.
For narrative purposes, we'll say that you took him outside.
Did the dog jump into the well?
Okay, clarification. The dog is our Twitch stream icon so that our Twitch streamer or our watchers can see what's going on. So
that's the party token.
That's the party token. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was trying to pet our Twitchers.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. So you guys are now
good bunch of strangers. Who's a good bunch of strangers?
You guys are out of combat. You are able to sit back down if you'd like.
My food got cold.
I would like to escort the orc out toward the door.
Okay. Yep, and we're gonna say that the orc is outside. You guys kicked him outside. He is just against the building, and he's gonna almost immediately pass out. He is, like, blackout drunk.
And that is the only way he's off the hook for daring to cross my honor. But alright. I'm gonna go back in unsatisfied. Shameful display. Disgraceful. And I won't go back to the table then.
Do you need another L to fix that ego?
I did fix that ego, but he was too drunk. So
Who is this approaching us?
Force it.
So
I don't
as
know,
you
he's got a
say
weird
that,
tilt to his head.
you see a human man that comes up carrying 4 ales. Says, I saw you there, taking care of that big old orc. He's nothing but trouble, but he pays pretty well, so thank you for taking him out. Here's a round to you. And I was impressed with some of your abilities. They're a bit more than some of the other folks here. I might have a job for you should you be interested.
Who are you?
I'm the tavern owner. I'm Jordan. I actually established this place, and many a traveler come through here in hopes of gold and riches going down the portal. If you don't know, this big thing in the middle of the room, it's called the Yawning Portal. And down there is a circle of rune stones that will teleport you to a number of places. I had a hand in setting some of them up and helping the people in the area, but there's always need for adventurers to help. I can't guarantee you'll return, but if you do, you'll be paid handsomely.
So where will you be sending us? Eyeing him with much distrust.
I've got a few places in mind. But first off, there's a little town that a group of adventurers has gone missing in, and the town seems to be having some trouble with monsters of sorts. I'd like you to go there if you're up for the task.
What kind of monsters are we talking about?
I just got a letter. They haven't seen them, but they've been taking kids and people and cattle alike. anyone who seems to be out after dark. They sent a letter to me in hopes of finding some help.
The villagers fall under your care?
No, but I'm known to be a resource of sorts. I can come up with generally good help. I have an eye for these things, and I think that you seem to be of that sort.
And how would we get paid for taking this little mission of yours?
Well, the villagers will pay, but I will as well.
How much?
He kind of smirks. Says, well, first off, you're welcome to stay here anytime if you come back safe. Second off, I may have more jobs for you, but in terms of the pay itself, whatever weapons you find, I'll throw some enchantments on. Or give you an upgraded weapon. Something that'll help you on the next
I immediately
task.
accept. That is worthy to risk one's life over. And benevolent helping of villagers is righteous.
My stance would go very quickly rigid from a relaxed state and say any danger that is taking advantage of the children and using darkness to do so, I'm here to cleanse.
Glad to hear. What about you two?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued because one of my hobbies is I like to try to write a novel, and I'd like to write about some adventures, and so I'm curious to see monsters that I've never seen before. So I accept.
And what about
And
you?
I have to step away for a second.
What about
I'm the
you?
more practical
young
one. How are we going to get back to get our reward?
Once you complete the quest, the Lady Hukrell, has a portal stone of her own, and she'll get you back here safely.
Sounds like an interesting adventure. By all means, count me in.
Excellent. Consider your rooms paid for the night, and we'll send you off in the morning if that works.
Sounds good to me.
Do we need to pledge or sign for this agreement? To what clan or house am I attesting to?
Ah, just me. I'm Durnan. As I said before. If you come back, the lady will give you another token, and with that, I will know that you have completed the task.
And which direction were our rooms in?
The rooms would be back behind here. And it'd be a large room with kind of some chairs and couches, sort of a makeshift for the night. But it's free.
It's a public room.
It's a private room.
Sorry,
Yes.
I have a sick cat.
Oh.
Does he indicates the direction of the rooms like you?
Yeah. Just this way. And gives indication.
As I look over that way,
No
Is that
worries, Shane. I'm sure they're pet friendly.
is that a goblin in your establishment?
Yeah, he's a regular. His name's Crit. And the redhead next to him he's with, that's Crampernap. And Fenwin
Oh.
and Fenwin.
What?
And he kind of looks at you, Warden, and says, I believe she does the same thing you do. I have a sense about these things. I believe she honors the same god. And the gentleman in the head covering, he's a ranger. His name is Booth. But they're regulars. They stop in here and again and trade stories. They may be here next time you come through. If you have
In respects to
any
your establishment.
If you have any dead fish, you could give it to the goblin one, and he'll certainly take it, and he may even pay you.
In respects to your establishment, I should likely take my leave to retire for the night. If that one's going to be here.
He will. He wouldn't cause any trouble, though.
Not exactly my experience with those.
Fair enough. You're welcome to go to your room. I can take you there now if you'd like.
Oh, well.
Please, I don't understand if they're separate or a collective room.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow. Excuse me. Oh, wait, there's a whole bunch of people. Alright, I've gotten lost. Wait, what? No, I'm not. Oh, wait.
Dog.
Dog.
Let me suggest you
Wait,
come
what
through
happened?
here.
Do you turn in as early as the other two?
I am confused because he zoned out for a moment and not sure what just happened.
Well, the
What?
large furry one and the other human decided to go to bed early.
Yep.
That's very lame.
They left their ale for you if you wish.
Wait, did I lose? Where's the other one?
Do you want to see?
Unfortunately, I don't drink, so I will pass off on the ale.
Yeah, it hung me up on a wall, I guess.
Okay.
Religious reasons? Poor constitution? Lightweight?
Yeah, a little bit young, just haven't had exposure to it.
Oh, my dear friend.
My father was an alcoholic, and didn't like the way that he ended up, and so I don't touch it for that reason.
You're a half-elf, correct?
Correct. My father was a human.
You're your father? Oh, exactly.
Yep, my father was a human. My mother was an elf.
That explains a lot.
And we were exiled. And my mother passed away when I was 8 years old. After her passing, he became a depressed recluse and a drunk. And I took care of him until he passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So I came to the city from the mountains to find what my identity. Been working as a scribe for the last 5 years.
So why do you want to go on an adventure again? You sound like you'd rather be here writing.
I have spent a lot of time scribing about different adventures, and I believe that it would be quite fun to go on an adventure to write a novel firsthand.
All novels need a hero.
Somebody's got to watch the heroes and write about them.
Looking around the room, do I see another table with 4 people that I can pass these drinks off to?
Yeah, the folks just up to the north will gladly take them.
I will pass them along with the stipulation that they tell my young friend here a good story of one of their more recent adventures.
Yay, pen and paper out.
They tell you of a tale where they went into a cave that seemed to have a lot of a lot of frogs, like giant frogs, and they were tasked with finding a ruby ring for a lady in the town that they were at. One of the frogs seemed to have stolen the ring and eaten it, and they needed to find which frog it was. He had some particular markings, sort of a diamond shape on his back. And they were able to successfully do so. This one in particular was able to smite the frog as it attempted to attack the rest of the party members.
That is an interesting story. Internally, I'm wondering what happened to the innkeeper and the quest that we agreed to go on.
You said internally?
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. And so he thanks them for the story, and he writes the story down and goes back to the table and asks Essus, hey, what's going on? Are we going on this quest?
Tomorrow morning, after everyone wakes up. Not all adventurers begin with such heroics as frog hunting, but perhaps we will get lucky. If you excuse me for a moment, I've got to go take care of some things. I got to step outside for a moment, if you know what I mean.
Enjoy.
Is our ogre friend still asleep outside? Or our orc friend?
Yep.
How is he paying for drinks?
He had initially paid up front, but he didn't, he had paid up front for the drinks as they had come in.
Does he have any remaining coinage to pay for the discomfort that he placed everyone in?
You could check. He's passed out,
Oh,
storing
I'm
outside. Okay.
Oh, by all means, I'm checking.
Okay, feel free to go down. The door is to the south here.
And I'm following. T.
Okay.
Wait a minute. The camera starting to lose.
I believe I'm at the door.
You are over here. Down here.
I'm outside. Essus, get out here.
There you go. Just in case you got caught up. There you go. So this orc is totally passed out. Snoring.
Oh, you poor man. As I check him thoroughly for his purse.
Give me an investigation check. Got it, Mori-jin.
What?
May I roll with advantage with him being unconscious?
Yeah, I'll let you. You can take some extra time. He's not really feeling what's going on. It's fine.
Apparently, I'm not very fleet of finger tonight.
Isn't there a way that I can help?
You can try.
These coins are well hidden.
There is a pouch at his side.
That's not it. I refuse to accept that.
Aroxium points out, hey, you're going too deep. Look on the outside. And points to the pouch on the outside.
I knew there was something wrong with this.
You can do it.
Coin purse.
Would you rather me do it?
This is where I park my horse.
I will untie the purse off of his hip.
Okay. All right. In it, you find 3 gold pieces. So go ahead and note that on your sheet.
I toss one to Arexian. See, you can find treasure anywhere you look. For the cost of your spell components from earlier, I'm sure.
Thanks.
Eric, do you know where to put that?
Nope.
Alright, so on your character sheet, under attacks and spellcasting down the middle, you have the CP, SP, EP, GP, PP. And you can increase that gold piece by 1, so you can highlight it and change the number.
I do not have 56. I have 6 now.
Yes. Correct.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Ethos.
56, you say?
He's also dyslexic. And he says that you're thebomb.com.
Alright.
Do you like playing cards?
Not necessarily. But he's getting kind of tired and thinks he should probably go to bed to get up for his adventure that he's very excited for.
Our room's up there to the north. I'm going to stay up and listen to the bard, and then I'll be joining you all shortly.
Alright, off to bed. See you in the morning.
I'll listen to the rumors around the bar as I get ready for my trance.
Okay. Excellent.
I don't know where the
Araxian,
rooms
I'll move you, just so that you have view of where the room is. And this is the room.
It's a shared room.
Just for visibility purposes, this is the room. Yeah, it's a large room. There's comfy couches, chairs.
Welcome. Where's the last of us?
Essus wanted to stay down and listen to some music to unwind and catch any talk that might help us.
There can be great tranquility in music, but I found that the choices in that other room were bad.
Bad juju. Got it.
Did either of you, out of character, cast spells during that melee? Somebody casted
Yes.
command, right? So that would be obvious. Did Araxian
I did the
cast
Predestation.
Ah, yes, yes.
But that's yeah, out of character. What is a cantrip again?
It's a low-level magical spell.
So did I have to do anything to mark that, or?
No,
It
it's
doesn't burn spell
those are
slot.
free.
Yeah.
They're so simple that you can burn. You could do it every 6 seconds if you wanted to.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Cantrips are unlimited.
Okay,
So.
right. The only spells that I had were,
You should have some first-level spells too.
yes, I have 2.
All right, so those are very limited.
Yes.
But-
So.
I wasn't trying to hurt somebody.
Both of you are spellcasters, I understand, and I just point to my sword. I am obviously a swordsman. What did you make of our fourth?
Seems the quieter type. The bow.
I meant capability, not personality.
Well, it leads into that. We have to wrap it all in.
He didn't seem very fond of humans.
Well, you do smell funny.
I'm used to it. I get it from the elves and I get it from the humans.
I myself am a lowly birth, so I understand the concern. But if we all aspire to great deeds, then we may rise and lift ourselves out of such common filth.
I've never seen someone's birth level limit their potential if they seek something more.
Ancestry is eminently important.
I found too many that were born with a silver spoon and made nothing of themselves.
Of course, ancestry is something to aspire to. That is not an excuse to take no action. Everybody must live up and honor their ancestors, and in doing so, one day become those that, the example for those that follow.
How I got to where I'm at, following my father's footsteps.
I'm unfamiliar with your kind. Is there a name for it?
In common, most just call us wolfkind when we're not being mislabeled as something else.
I do recall many stories of curses that involve such appearance. That is unrelated?
Completely.
I understand.
Born and raised this way. I've come across the other. Hit or miss. And generally the rage-filled berserker.
Like the orc who had drank too much. Got a cheap shot in too. He's lucky I didn't slice his head off.
By the way, how is that? I can mend that if you need.
Sprues will be fine in the morning. It toughens the seasoned warrior.
Even the toughest need a heal sometimes.
This is no time or place for that. There's no duress anymore.
Not yet, of course.
Well, hopefully the archer who had a bow is prominent with your healing that you proclaim you have, and his spells of sparkling. We should do well.
Well, my only concern is what sneaks through the door at night with the green ones in there.
Well,
Goblins.
lay a trap for those who might dare to interrupt our rest. The door can be secured.
Yes, ours. And who else they feast upon.
That is the responsibility of everybody to guard their own materials. Of course, if they do take advantage of the innocent, then the rules are clear. Off with their heads.
If it helps keep your mind at ease, thanks to my elf blood, I can see in dark and dim vision.
A good boon. A good boon.
As you guys are talking, Estes, is there anything you want to be doing?
I was just gathering. I was listening in the bar to see if there was anything, if other people are discussing these missions, anything along that lines. And after a while, I'll find someone to pay for their tab with one of those 2 gold, and then head to bed myself to get a short trance in.
Okay. I'll move you for the sake of finding things.
Thank you, ma'am.
Excellent. Unless there's any more that you guys would like to discuss in the room, I'm going to say that you had a restful night's sleep with no interruptions.
Araxian would like to do one thing.
Okay.
He mentions going out, or I'm sorry, he doesn't mention. He just tosses a gold piece to Morrigan to repay him for the round that he bought earlier.
I did not spend this much. I will not accept this much.
But I insist.
Well, then insist in a manner that is appropriate. Buy the next round.
Fine.
Alright.
Or depending where we end up, you may be the one cooking the next meal.
Also acceptable. I find my
If you're any
culinary
good at that.
skills are not as good as
Right,
the chefs that dedicate their lives to such things.
He will attempt to cook if it comes up, but his skills lies in writing and forging documents. FYI.
Alright.
Well, if you're sharing that,
I'm no lawman.
let's fix
In the
this
morning, you hear a knock on your
Mending.
door.
job. One more.
Housekeeping.
You want clean sheets?
Feel free to take a long rest, anyone. Just there's a long rest button now in Roll20 on your character sheet. Makes it easy. Here he goes. Aye, it's the morning now. It's time for you all to get up. I'll give you some breakfast and send you on your way. Those folks need some help, and a little sooner than later might be advised.
You honor us with your hospitality.
Go ahead and seat yourselves at the table. Food will be waiting. Riley will have it for you.
Table downstairs?
Yep. The table you were at last night, it's been cleaned. Food's hot. I advise you come out soon.
Roxanne's hungry.
Gather my things ahead there.
Look at this breakfast crowd. Holy schmoly.
It is a huge breakfast crowd.
It
It's like
is-
Denny's.
It's poppin'.
It's some sort of, I don't know, club? A breakfast club?
Seems to be something. The bard seems to be up again. And she goes, I thank you for all the tips and if anybody asks, my name is Zinx. She's a little halfling with the little lute, and she just keeps on going, singing a jolly tune of sorts, and
we lose 2 people.
They're coming.
They still sleeping?
So what great magics do you hide from us that didn't need to be shown here at the bar last night? Anything that we should know about, as it is important that you know, if danger arises, I shall charge in head first and lop its head off.
Who are you talking to?
Ah, fine, keep your secrets then. To you, since you're the first to arrive, and I see Esses was sitting on that one. I guess to both of you.
Sorry, he's hard of hearing. A little slow. The magic that I have is on the little bit of the destructive side, hesitant to use it. I have draconic blood due to a...
No, you said elf blood yesterday.
Well, half-elf with a draconic bloodline. My father, in order to save my mother, an attempt to save, got blood from a bronze dragon to make a deal to save her. It did not work, and I was cursed with the draconic blood.
Cursed?
Which
Draconic blood is a blessing from divine creatures. What do you mean?
Not according to me and my mindset. I see it as because I believe in harmony and peace, and this magic seems to be very destructive. So I'm grappling with my internalness of using it.
Peace and tranquility can often be only had through great efforts of violence first.
Or alcohol. You won't drink.
So he can
look over at Esses.
He is young. I am young.
Everyone has their vice. I offered it. He didn't want it.
It might change. Give it time. We will see. But to answer your question, Mori Jin, I have burning hands and chromatic orb.
Those sound amazing, and I look forward to seeing them used against the enemies of the villagers.
If it comes to that.
And you, Fuzzy. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with the names. Actually, that's true of most here. I'm struggling a great deal with the pronunciations.
Well, many call me the Warden. Do a lot of patrolling in this area as well as most, and try to keep things safe, children, and do a little healing along the way. Anybody I see that's in need. One of my strengths. But since we're going to be partaking of this I won't say adventure, this dire mission together, you may call me Sir Jaeger, whatever's easiest, closest pronunciation in your common.
You said sir, so you're a knight?
Yes.
A holy warrior?
Indeed.
Much honor there.
That's a heavy burden, but someone has to carry it.
I overheard your name was Esses.
Yes.
During our conversations last night, with which you just entered at the tail end, we discussed our roles. I am a humble swordsman who wish to honor my father and my family and to raise us from our humble status to something greater. I am lucky enough to have been blessed by an honorable clan that has sponsored me and given all that you see I am equipped with. But I have no magical abilities along the lines, excepting, of course, I have a honed sense of discipline.
Good to know.
It's important to know if we face enemies together.
I may not share yours or the knightly wolf's valor, but if combat does come, my swords or bow will find a place to become useful.
Excellent. A fellow comrade in arms. Good.
Sometimes you can fix things before the fight ever begins.
Yes, a nice cleave can end a duel almost instantly.
Poisoning the water supply works just as well.
There's very little honor in that.
It's not very harmonious.
You can't have honor if you're dead.
Poisoning the water supply would affect anyone who would use it. How do you ensure only those who deserve such an end meet that end?
Keep your fingers crossed.
Irresponsible.
Oh, look, the waitress.
Riley comes back up and she says, "Is there anything else you need? It looks like you're almost done with your breakfast."
Oh, they were talking too much. I didn't get a chance to eat. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. When you're done, just flag me over. She backs off.
Those who don't know Roll20, if you snap to grid when you move your guy, it goes right into a square. But if you hold down the Alt key, you can place yourself more correctly into like chairs or crevices or whatever. Just as a reminder for those who might want to be more appropriate to the map we're on.
Sure.
I mean,
So did
One gold, please.
Durin say where he was sending us to, what the name of this village was?
He didn't yet.
I was under the
Should we go
impression
touch him?
he was going to choose last moment. He seemed spontaneous. I say that like it's a bad thing. I'm like, oh, yeah.
No, he told us we were going to a specific village because we were supposed to be meeting with a woman named Herkel.
I suppose that's true.
Prowl. Yep.
We should
It's a
probably
token
find
we
the
can
innkeep.
return if we complete.
Speak of the devil.
Let us finish our meals and ask him as he enters this way. I finish this, whatever. What is this?
Bacon.
It's bacon,
Sausage.
eggs, sausage, gravy, and biscuits.
This is awful.
Yes,
This is
I'm
awful.
screaming.
Oh my god, bacon. This is amazing.
Oh,
I mean, that's acceptable.
How's your breakfast then?
like,
Very filling.
Wonderful. I can get you a little bit more if you'd like, but I'd like you to get moving along soon.
If we can get a doggy bag, that'd be great.
Certainly,
Bacon to
certainly.
go.
All right. Go ahead and add a ration to your packs. All right. So here's the lowdown. You're going to be going to Oakhurst. It's up near the northern mountains in Faerun. And there you'll you'll want to talk to the governor or the mayor, and you'll want to talk to the lady of the town. She runs the merchant shop. She's pretty well to do, hard to miss, so just ask for Lady Hukrell.
Her crow?
Could the DM
Hukrell.
type that one out into the chat, maybe?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
There we go.
Does the governor have names?
The mayor does. Yep. It's interchangeable in that area, but yep. He'll be at the inn, I'm certain. He's almost always there. That's where he does his business. So, here's what you do.
All right.
You go
Stand up.
down, you go up these steps, and he points the way here. You walk down, and there is a rope. And there's a bit of a landing down here. And there are some at the bottom that will lower you down, just like this. They appreciate tips, I'll say that, but they are under orders to get you there safely.
Geronimo.
Are you jumping?
No, not yet.
Okay, it's
I thought I had to
200
climb the
feet.
rope, so I'm hanging on a rope.
It's 200 feet.
Do you have any feathers?
Not yet.
So do we tug the rope to have it ascend?
Yep, just a little bit, and then it'll descend. You can
Oh, okay.
go one at a time, or what have you.
Off I go.
Alright. You all get down there safely.
Stonehenge.
From whoever was operating the winch, I shall place a silver piece on the winch itself, the mechanism they're using, or whatever.
Excellent, excellent. You see a single little kobold that says, "Oh, are you here for Dernan?"
Is this an enemy?
I work for Dernan. Please don't hurt me.
The innkeeper.
Roxanne steps forward to interact with him.
And he looks at him and goes,
And ask,
"Oh, nice scales."
thanks. Are you a friend or a foe?
I'm a friend of Dernan's. I'm supposed to tell people where to go?
How do we know we can
Indeed.
trust you?
Well, I work for Dernan, and this place is kind of secluded, so I live down here.
And what is your name?
I'm Jelly.
Seems like an enemy with that name.
Jelly. How do we get to Oakhurst?
Oh, come this way, I'll show you which stone. And he goes forward, and he jumps up and down and points at this one. He goes, this is the way to Oakhurst. They sent a letter through not that long ago, and they need help. They're really nice people. Sometimes they come through and say hi, and then they go back.
How does it work?
You put your hand on the stone like this, and then you close your eyes, And then you're there!
I do not like being misled, I say to him as I place my hand on the thing. And I do not close my eyes because I'm a little wary.
Did this cause any disorientation?
No, it's like instantaneous. You might feel a little wind, like a nice light cooling breeze, but that's all
Get
that
that
you're
fan.
gonna feel. Yeah, like a light fan.
Am I
It's
moved?
pretty harmless. All right, are all of you going through?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Mhm.
right.
Yes.
All right.
Out of character. If I lose power, I'm sorry.
Oh, do you have a storm?
Yeah, the sirens are going off.
Okay. No
It
worries.
is Alabama.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys come up and see some buildings.
Oh, cursed.
You have arrived in
The-
Oakhurst.
Leader is at some inn. I assume that largest building on the left is that.
Oh, more?
I assume
Yeah.
you can read that language that they posted. I can pronounce it.
It's common.
Alboar inn. My common's different. I'm
Okay.
off common.
Okay.
Shall we?
Shall.
Okay.
Agree.
You're able to go to the inn, no problem.
Hercules, where are you at?
No, we're supposed to find the mayor. Hercules is the way back.
Get back.
Maybe I misunderstood.
Nope, you're right.
Hookrell.
Yeah. Mayor Herkrell will have our token back from what they said. Hopefully they're being honest.
Yep. Lady Hookrell. Carowin.
Oh, is she also the mayor?
She is not.
Okay, so let's find.
I tried to get the mayor's name, but it wasn't given.
It wasn't.
It's all right. I can tell by token differences. There's one right there. Where's our tokens? Wait a minute.
We're hanging out over here.
Oh, my screen's a little weird. There we go.
Okay.
Is that Jon Snow in the middle? Is he the mayor?
He knows nothing.
I'm gonna have to get my sword and stab him and say something like, "For the timepiece" or whatever it said.
All right.
Shall we go into the inn?
Wait, is that a door? Can we just walk through? I
That's a
can. The
door.
walls can't stop me.
That's a door.
Okay. Yay.
Adorable.
This table looks like it's needs some people.
Speak to this one and say, "We are here for the job. Can you point out your mayor?"
Oh. Yup. Over there. That's
Over where?
points to this guy sitting at a table alone. He says, "That's Mayor Werner Lang."
Excuse me, mutt. There we go. We are here for the job. If you are the mayor, please share the details so that we may help. We have been sent by
Durnan.
Durnan.
Okay.
You should see. That's Durnan.
That too sent us.
Thinking back, I see that he loved his spigot beer.
The mayor looks up. He goes, "Oh, Durnan sent you then?
Aye.
Great. Well, sit down. And he gestures at the seats and calls over the waitress, and a young girl comes up and she goes, "Hi, Marilyn. What do you need?" And he goes,
Water for me.
Water? Okay. And you three? Oh, we lost Ray.
Tea?
I'll take a water.
Water? Okay.
A green or a black tea?
We can do that. Yeah. I think we have some black tea. Yeah. Do you need food?
We've just eaten.
Oh, okay, great. I'll get you drinks. And you in the hood, do you want anything to drink?
Just water, please.
Okay. She flits over to the bar, gets some stuff, and Mer says, "Thank you for coming. We've had some trouble lately here. Our town is usually pretty quiet, but we've had some kind of monsters taking some of the cattle and some of our people who have been out at night. It's been rather dangerous. We've had to impose a curfew."
Does this only happen at night?
It seems to, yes. So the cattle herders have stopped having the herd go quite so far so that they can get them all back in time, and it's limiting the amount of fields, and our grass isn't coming back quite as much as it should be, and so it's really putting pressure on our cattle farmers and even the crop farmers. And some children have gone.
Have you had issues with wolves and stuff in the past?
No wolves. No offense to you, sir. And he looks at Jagger. But no wolves. We don't know what it is. There's no tracks. It's
How
very
long
strange.
has this been going on?
A few months. It started off with just a couple of calves missing, and then it went to the full-grown cattle, and then a few of the herders left. They went missing. We haven't been able to find them. We've got posters up in the square.
No witnesses?
Not that we're aware of. No, nobody's come forward and said anything, but I think that
No survivors?
would
Any
have.
hurt or dead?
No, but the only thing around is, some adventurers sometimes go to this old place to explore called the Sunless Citadel. And I don't know if they come from there or what's happening, but
Do those adventurers return?
Most do not. In fact, we had some go recently, as recent as a month ago, and they haven't come back. I don't know if Durnan had told you, but Lady Carowyn Hukrell has been looking for her children, trying to find someone to go find them. They were a part of the party, as well as their knight.
Adults or children? I don't understand.
They're adult children.
What?
They're adults. They're her children, but they're adults. They're
Her offspring.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
So they disappeared about a month ago. When was the most recent abduction or disappearance?
Last night.
And where was this from?
That was out on the edge of the woods.
In the same direction as this place you mentioned?
Yeah. We have an area just a little to the south called the Ashen Plain. And just on the edge of that is where there are some woods, and it seems they went missing. We had 2 sheep herders and 7 sheep.
Can someone show us where this camp was at?
Yeah, I'll give you a map. And he pulls out a map. Which shows where Oakhurst is. And then there's a red line. And he says, this is the old road. You'll go near Morgul's Mound a bit, but it'll take you to the sunless citadel. Just southwest of us a little bit. And kind of where there's these bumps, that's some of the fields and some of the Ashen Plain. It's along the side.
So he's showing us the map we're looking at now?
Yep.
So from where we came to where we are now, about how far is it? Because there's, we see Neverwinter now. That's a pretty popular place.
Yeah. To the sunless citadel is about a day's travel on horse.
You gonna provide the horses?
Yes, of course. We'd be happy to provide them. We just want these disappearances to stop, and I know you should definitely go talk to Lady Hukrell. She will have a reward for you if you can find her children, or I don't know what you might be able to find, but she's offering a reward. We're just simple townsfolk here.
Face my steel.
We're but simple farm folk here. Aside from the Hukrells, who are very well to do, I've been able to work for them for a while, but then obtain this position as mayor and have taken care of the people to the best of my ability, but my place is here.
What is this mound? Morgo Mound?
Yep, that is a just hill where some of the herds like to graze. It's a little bit safer than, say, closer to the woods, but not a lot safer.
We would like to get to this spot quickly. Can you introduce us to this Lady Hukrell so that we can get moving?
Certainly, if you just go up the road, out the door, and to the right a little bit, you can't miss the general shop. She'll be there. Please feel free to go in and absolutely tell her I sent you. I can take you there myself if you'd like.
S is going to start headed for the door.
Yeah.
One of these humans never can find anything. They wait an hour.
As long as you think they won't have any problem with us doing so, it doesn't sound like there will be, then it probably wouldn't be necessary.
And if we need any supplies while we're at the general store, mentioning.
Yeah. And
Mayor, move.
the mayor, as you're walking, tells you about the last time he's heard of anybody ask about the Sunless Citadel, apart from the Hukrell brother and sister, Talgan and Sharwin, was 13 years ago. And it was a rather grim human named Belloc. And he had a very large pet frog.
Another frog story.
What is it with humans and frogs?
I don't know.
He walks with you.
Off with their legs.
Says,
And then deep fry them with soy sauce.
he says, well, this is the spot. This is where you should go. The lady is just inside, and he opens the door.
After
Yep.
you, good sir.
Feel free to go in.
And he hangs back.
As
Good
you
bow
walk
and-
in, you see rows and rows of shelves all over that have many different types of goods on them all around. Seems to be a pretty well-stocked general store. You think that most things you might be looking for are probably there. May or may not be in your price range, but it's also probably there. Oh, good day!
Hello. We were told that you were in need of someone to help find your lost children, amongst others.
Oh, you're here to help find my children. Wonderful! I am Lady Carowyn Hukrell. Well, my Talgan and Sharwin went with our dear Sir Bradford to go find a fruit that is grown down there. As far as we know, there's a tree called the Gulthias tree, and well, being a few weeks from the solstice, the summer solstice, it's almost time for it to be ripe, and they were hoping to get there before and just sit and wait, but they were supposed to send word weeks ago. It's been 2.5 weeks since we were supposed to hear something, and we've heard nothing. They also had another with them, a ranger, Caracas. I should tell you, my Sharwin is a wizard, and my Talgan is a fighter. But
What is this thing they were going for used for? Is it for a medicine, for a spell component?
yes, it's an amazing thing that's I only heard of here. It's a fruit in the summer that can heal anyone of any ailment. It's rather amazing. The goblins come and they sell it every year to us, and my children were hoping to bypass them. Get it for the city, keep our gold, and hopefully sow goodness throughout the town. We've had a bit of an illness that has gone through and taken some people as well, and we're just trying to stop that from continuing. But I do fear for my children's well-being.
So your village waits on goblins to bring them a magical fruit every year?
The last 13 years. Yes.
So
And
what
then-
makes you think that they aren't the ones that discovered you cutting them out as the middleman and they are the culprits.
They tend to stay in this old citadel unless they're coming to sell the fruit. I don't know. But I would love to see my children back. I'd pay handsomely if you're able to bring them back, and if ill has fallen upon them, I'd even take their signet rings just to remember them by. And our dear Sir Bradford also has a magical sword. It's named Shatterspike. I don't know if... I do
That's
hope
a
that
good name.
he's not dead, but if he is, I'd offer that to you as well.
So define
If
handsomely.
Well, if you can find my children in safe mind and body, I will pay 250 gold pieces to each person here. If you can only recover their signet rings, I'll pay 125 gold pieces to each person here.
Now, more importantly than the gold,
What?
if we find that it is in fact these goblins that you chose to trust that have done this, we should in fact wipe them out, and it wouldn't hurt your village, correct?
Not at all. They're an unnecessary what have you. We don't rely on them, really.
Okay. I certainly wouldn't want their absence to affect anyone negatively, as it probably never would.
Hmm.
Well, you have my oath that I will attempt to find your children with my best ability.
I'd be happy to
Indeed.
offer a discount here, now or later, if there's anything you need. And I'd also like to impart a health potion upon each of you. It's just a simple standard health potion, but I'd rather you come back well with my children than not at all.
Such a valuable. Are you sure?
I am certain.
Much obliged.
I will not dishonor you by declining. And I will immediately add it to my sheet.
Excellent.
For those who don't know, you can go to the compendium and just drag it to your sheet. The compendium is the circly eye at the top right. And you type in healing potion and drag.
Or potion of healing.
Or
It might be
potion of healing.
specific. Yeah, it might be specific. But if you type in potion of healing, hover over the words, click and drag into your character sheet, it will
is
drop
potion
it
of
in.
healing, you're right.
Yeah. And I did that for Eric, just as a note, because he has stepped away.
Favoritism.
He's a newbie.
I'm going.
Coddling.
Where's the eye you speak of?
Top right. You see the chat? You see the big chat thing on the right? Look at the top.
There's
a circle eye
with an eye in the middle-ish. Click that, and then there should be a field to type into to
for
search.
compendium, which doesn't even have an eye in it. But yeah. Compendium.
It's like info.
Oh, it does have an eye. I'm bad at spelling. Ooh.
It's like info.
Okay, that's. Okay, so my mistake was when you said eye. I'm in D&D. I'm thinking there's a fucking floating eye or something.
Yeah.
Not the eyeball, but the letter eye. As in, I can't believe you thought of an eyeball. That kind of eye.
Eric, just a quick recap. You got a potion of healing from Lady Hakral so that you can come back. In hopes that you'll come back with her children. rather than not at
Awesome.
all.
Do I add that to something?
I pulled it over for you, but for
Okay,
explanation,
thank you.
above the chat, there are some symbols. The one that has the letter I and a circle, you click on that, and in the field where you can search, if you type in potion of healing, you can hover over the words, click and drag into your character sheet, but I have already done that for you. That's just a good way to add items to your character sheet.
Got it.
Mine still says searching. It's been doing that for a minute.
I can
I'll
pull
hold
it
on
over
to your
for
post.
you.
Okay.
Okay, that works.
Oh, an error has occurred. Okay.
Okay.
If you see that kind of stuff, you should refresh Roll20 because Roll20 logic likes to keep errors going forever.
Yes. Yes.
The weather's getting dicey here. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. All right. Is there any goods you might be looking for?
I'm prepared to meet any challenge.
Always up for upgrades, but can't quite afford those yet.
I'm broke, so I'm good.
All right. Well, be well, be safe, and please bring my children back.
All will be well.
All
We'll do our
right.
best.
All right.
As we're walking outside, gathering these horses that the gentleman said he was going to loan us, kind of make the comment, dealing with goblins on a regular basis sounds like they kind of got what they, paid for.
A risky endeavor.
Ultimately.
A very risky endeavor. Goblins have a notorious reputation, and if these happen to be the exception, they would have to have done some incredible acts just to earn the trust of anyone.
I mean, my short time in the area, every time I turn around, humans are dealing with goblins favorably. So is there a companionship? I don't understand it. How come every time I look and find a human, I find a goblin?
You should
This
come
is
to
a
my
little new
country.
to me.
You will not find such things.
I mean, granted, I'm a little newer to this particular area in my travels, but I come from where I'm the one usually sent to clear them out.
Good.
Beef.
Garda thinks finding some symbiosis between these goblins and humans. Just my 2 cents.
They've never been too fond of me.
And are we actually getting loner horses? Is that the
Yep. You're
is that the
getting loner
understanding, or
horses.
did I misunderstand?
You're getting loner horses, and these horses actually know the way because it is a route that they take regularly.
How would I know that? Mr. Horse.
Smarter than the humans who don't know where everybody's going missing at.
Mr. Ed.
It's just for druids.
Yeah, it's druid magic.
When a druid breaks a rule and they have to have a punishment, they have to be a horse for somebody for like a day.
I mean,
Fantastic.
that's pretty good.
But what if the druids are shapeshifting people into horses to lure them out in the wilderness to bring more people to shapeshift into more horses? Just a thought.
The mayor steps in and says, "That's quite an imagination. I don't think we have any druids quite that powerful around here."
You know nothing.
That's what they would say.
Yes, that's fine, but if there are, they will meet my steel.
Suspect.
All right. You guys want to come out?
Whisper to the horse, if you're really a person, shake your head.
Horse, of course.
All right.
You're gonna see things.
So you guys are going to get to go. It takes about a day. It's very early morning yet when you're having this conversation with Lady Carowin. So you are able to easily make it to your destination.
Castle Rock.
And drop down of sorts into
Is the citadel underground?
the citadel
Oh.
has sunk.
Yes.
And that's why it's been called
Like
the
in a
sunless
cave?
citadel. Like
It should be called the Sunken Citadel. I hope it's not filled with water. If it's filled with water, I'm out. I can't.
Yes. Water is not a good thing.
Yes.
Rock, I am afraid of water.
Afraid of water.
It's an irrational fear.
You guys jump down about 5 feet from the ground once you get to the spot where the horses are kind of indicating.
Yes, the horses.
We
have been-
traveled. Okay, we traveled.
You have traveled, except that I'm
I see the
going
sun
to...
has set, and it is very dark here. Worry not, my keen senses have been honed through years of discipline, and I can make you out, even in the dark.
Or
I can also see.
I can just make you. You want to see?
Oh.
So I think I do.
Essos
Yes.
will move a little further ahead and start scouting the trail.
Okay.
If you stay close, we can maintain formation.
I stay behind to look behind.
Essos, go ahead and
Keep an eye on those
move,
suspicious horses.
do some moving, and I'll tell you if I need you to stop. Are you checking for traps? Are you checking for anything? Or just moving?
I'm starting off looking for tracks, make sure they're going, or what types of tracks may be going this direction. But then, yes, I am looking for the loose terrain, aka traps. Looking for loose terrain, things like that.
Where you're at right now, stop right there. Give me a perception check, please.
I'm gonna magically share Eye of Night. If I can do that before he does the thing.
Sure.
I mean, I have dark vision, so.
But now
And-
you have it better.
How
think.
far is that?
300 feet, and see, dim light as if it were bright light. Darkness as if it were dim light. So
Okay.
any wheeling creature I choose within 10 feet, I choose all of my companions, of course.
Up to a number of creatures equal to your wisdom modifier, which I hope is not 0.
No, it's the 3 of you.
Oh, so all 3. Okay. And
Correct.
that's for how long?
1 hour.
Wait a minute. What about yourself? You don't get it?
I get it anyway.
He gets to continue
Oh.
seeing at that rate.
Oh, I see. I see.
All right. So,
Oh, sweet mama pajama.
Essos, you are able to see little tiny feet tracks all over the floor where you're at right now on this level. This whole thing is flat, just as a note. And as you move over there, three giant rats reveal themselves. Please roll for initiative.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Um,
remember, highlight your token first.
Yes.
How do I roll for initiative? Sorry.
So you click on your
Top of
token on the map,
character sheet.
and then in the middle
Yeah.
towards the top it says the words initiative, and click on that word.
There it is.
Wait, did the rats not get an initiative?
I'm trying. Silly roll
The rise
20
round.
is requiring me to refresh.
It happens.
It does.
Ooh, individual initiatives.
Alright. First up, this rat. Going to move
Ratty.
forward towards Assus because he's been moving. He's a little agitated and attempts to bite.
How big are these rats?
I don't believe they
are
exist.
Small beasts. And it gets a 15 to hit, Assus.
That will strike.
Okay, does 6 piercing damage.
Well, guys, it was fun playing everyone.
It's just a flesh wound.
It is but a flesh wound. Alright, Assus, it is
Rat
your
speakers.
turn.
Alright, if I remember properly, you can only draw one weapon at a time. So I will draw my short sword and stab the rat.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me. Give me that attack.
Did it not come through?
Sometimes it takes
a
a hot second. That hits.
Ah, well,
And then
10
go
hits,
ahead and
nice.
click in the chat the word short sword, and that will roll your attack. Alright.
I stab it
It is
for
looking
4 points.
it is looking extremely hurt.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. The next giant rat goes up to Jagger and attempts to bite. Getting a 9 to hit.
It fails miserably.
Okay, it snaps at your boot, but its teeth just ding off your armor. And then the next one seems to run up too and tries to do the same thing. Does an 8 hit?
No.
Okay. Araxian.
Araxian, I target the rat over here with a chromatic orb. Now, how do I put that in the chat?
Click on in your attacks and spells. In the middle, it should say chromatic orb, and you can click on that. T, do you have something else to add?
Could I make a suggestion to the new person?
Yes, please.
When you are next to a enemy, your person is diagonal to an enemy. Any ranged attack you make to anywhere on the board will be at disadvantage. That's an important feature. Also, if you leave the threatened space of an enemy, which you are next to but diagonally, you can walk around that same enemy, no problem. But if you, for example, went to the one just south of me, that would provoke an attack of opportunity. So you're encouraged not to use a ranged attack, and you're encouraged not to use not to leave the range without doing so carefully. So you might have a better spell that you've mentioned that some positioning that would not provoke might hit all three of them. And it rhymes with Schmurning Hands.
Yeah. Is that not a...
That is not a ranged, but rather a cone effect, and a
Oh.
saving throw instead of a ranged attack. So therefore, it's not subjected to the disadvantage.
Right.
And if you were to, for example, stand here, you would be able to get all of three in the cone without hitting your friends.
Right.
No friendly fire. Got it. So, ditto to what he said.
Okay, go ahead and roll that then. So you'll click that on your spells. There you go. Alright,
Whoa.
DC 13. That's solid. Let's see if they hit. And that was a...
Use your words.
Looking at the spell. Dexter. Okay. Got it. This one fails. Why can't I select it? This one fails. This one succeeds. So these two, as your burning hands go out with the cone, these two are fried to a crisp. As you stand there, you smell the burned hair and meat and bones. They're just little
Thank you for your
charred
wisdom.
piles.
This one
Charred
still
piles.
takes half if you read the spell.
And it's also dead.
Oh, it was stabbed.
Yes!
Damn.
It was stabbed very well. So you guys are actually out of combat.
Thank you for the wisdom.
You're welcome, out of character, in character. I didn't get a chance. Please, next time, allow me.
Alright. And that is for the purposes of time where we're going to call it. In terms of combat, if anyone wants to do anything here, the other thing is, it is also essentially night. If you'd like to camp here, you most certainly can. You're at the top.
Where did the rats come from? It feels like we're on the top of a mountain here. Are there holes in the wall, holes in the ground?
There is a tunnel
there
down here.
parachutes? Yeah.
Go ahead and look around.
I would like to go ahead and look around. Perception, maybe?
Yeah, sounds great. Alright.
I look around.
Between you guys, you're able to see that there is a stairway down here. There were some little holes here, but it doesn't sound like anything else is coming from there. There is a stairway here that seems to be the way to get up and down.
So for all intents and purposes, we're on like the edge of a chasm, looking down, and we see the stairwell. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not that we're on top of a mountain, we're actually on plane level looking down into a hole in the ground.
Correct. You were,
Like
and
Moria.
now you're, yeah. Yeah. It's kind of the
So we
side of
hop
a...
down to this level just off the horses, and that's
Yep.
not much, but
It was
continues
5
to- I
feet.
see.
Yeah, it was 5 feet. So you're like 5 feet down.
We're like right there.
Yeah.
Um,
I think we should take efforts to close and plug up these holes, lest we be interrupted. But should we go down now, or should we rest up and assault them in the morn?
Plug the holes and rest.
Are you okay? How's your injury there, Essus?
it was a moderate bite. I'll recover.
Would you like healing?
By all means.
Well, I'm intrigued on how this will manifest.
I will cast Healing Word on
All right, excellent. Go ahead and roll a d4 and add your spell.
Also, it should be
cost.
under the attacks and actions above your inventory, which might also say healing word. And if you click it there, it'll roll for you.
So if you open up your character sheet to the spells, there's little
there it
circles next to it. Okay, excellent. You got it.
It's a hell of a roll.
And then you add your spellcasting modifier. Or it did it for you. Got it. Okay.
Does
So,
it? Does it?
Oh,
right.
Thank you very much.
you.
I was a little concerned with your ability, but no more.
Brr.
I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
That is no small trick. And excellent on the fire. I know you mentioned your apprehension of using it, but none of them stood a chance.
He says that, but I saw him smile when he cast it.
If you would like to have a fire, I have a cantrip of Create Bonfire.
Ah, I'm familiar with a gnome that used that a lot. Well, we're going to plug up the holes, camp here, and like you said, the session's ending, so that's that, right?
yes.
Sounds good.
Alright. There we go. There's a bonfire. There's 2 bonfires. 1 bonfire. There you go. You guys are welcome to attempt to try to eat some of the rats if you'd like. Otherwise, if you have rations, you're welcome to that. You did get the equivalent of rations for the day as well. So,
I forgot to mention that when I introduced myself, I have a pike, which is a polearm, on top of the greatsword. I'd like to use that to fling the rats off the side, because no, we're not going to sleep with dead rats.
okay.
Smart.
Ding, ding, ding.
Alright, excellent. We're gonna jump off stream now and just do a short wrap up. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next Monday. Bye.
Did we actually have people watching?
We had 6 for a
At the
while,
end,
yeah.
I
4
saw
at the
7
end.
once.
Oh, yeah.
I never pulled it up, so.
That's okay. Yeah. So thanks for jumping on, guys. I hope you had fun. Once we get into this, it'll flow better. So.
Thank you again, man, for running.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You guys did great.
I appreciate the help.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Catch you next week.
Sounds good. Have a
I
great
think so.
night.
Y'all have a good one.
Bye.